Did you guys love that special cake that Rosa made for you? Did you love that?
What?
She said that we should take some with us.
Absolutely. You know how much I'm going to miss you and your sister? Do you know how much?
Do we have to go?
Oh, I'm going to miss you, too. But you're going to have a great time with your Grandma Carmen, and you get to see your cousins and your aunts and your uncles in Gvadalahara.
Katrina, I think you and I should plan a trip to Mexico soon.
That's a good idea, pal.
Oh, I feel as if I've done enough traveling for a while.
Oh, how is Suzanne doing in Charleston?
Well, she was not quite settled when I arrived, but I saw her gallery. I think it's going to be a great success.
Wonderful.
Shouldn't we be leaving for that meeting with Angela pretty soon?
I put the meeting back a half an hour so we can spend more time with the children.
How's the LA project going?
Well, Angela's a real fireball, isn't she, Ted?
Oh, yeah. She's working hard, yeah.
Is Mason going to be able to make it back for the meeting in time?
Oh, no. Mason and Julia are at the yacht. They're going to stay there for the day. They think they need some time for themselves. It'd be nice if they were here for lunch, though. At least have almost the whole family together. I was going to ask your mother to come, but then I figured I'd take it one step at a time.
You and Sophia?
Just think you're getting your hopes up a little there?
Your mother is coming back to me, and you will all see. Isn't Cruz supposed to be here?
Yeah, actually he is. I think I'm going to give your daddy a call.
How do you know so damn much about this, B J? Castillo.
Hi, darling.
Hey, sweet one.
We were just wondering where you were.
Oh, gosh, I had no idea it's gotten so late.
Are you snowed?
No. Tell the kids I love them. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Okay? Bye.
Bye.
I thought you said you were hungry.
Well, I guess not.
No, I guess not. Hey, buddy, you know, you're entitled to taking a day off every now and then.
Well, you'll excuse me if I still feel guilty about it.
So why the hell did you say you were sick?
Come on, Frank, what am I gonna say, huh? I'm gonna call down there and say, I really can't show up at the station today. I threw my wife out of the house. I'd rather not bump into her. I don't think so.
You know, if it was just Jody, it could have been worked out, but... You know, we both know that Cruz is down there consoling her.
Yeah. Come on, Frank, what's so interesting in the paper today?
Oh, BJ's article. The first installment is in here.
Warren. Where's Warren?
What are you looking at?
Where's your boss?
I guess he's out covering a story.
You guess? Seems to me you know exactly where Warren is every minute of the day and night. In fact, you've proven so on several rather inappropriate occasions. I assume this was your idea?
What are you talking about?
Trashing me in the paper.
I haven't even read the paper today.
Haven't read the paper? Always so innocent, aren't we?
What do you care about the old stockyards?
I happen to own that land.
You do?
Is that news to you as well?
I don't know anything about your financial interests, Miss Cassidy.
Well, I know everything about your interests, Miss Walker. Warren knew very well that I was planning on demolishing the old slaughterhouse, and now he's lobbying to have it declared a landmark.
Well, I'm sure if Warren felt strongly about it, he must have had a good reason.
You seem to think you know everything about Warren's feelings. Do you want to know the truth?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
You haven't a clue how to handle a man like Warren Lockridge. He has appetites that could devour you. So I suggest you start playing around with children your own age. Get a life. Stay out of mine.
Frank, so talk to me. How's the article?
It's great. It really is. I mean, I can't believe that an article like this is so powerful.
I'm telling you, she's an amazing kid.
Yeah, she sure is. I mean, her style, everything is like, it's really good. And I guess kids, even her age, have to be exposed to this kind of stuff sooner or later.
What are you talking about?
Well, she works for Lockridge, right? So she probably has to take whatever assignments he throws her way. I just think she's too young to be tackling something like this, that's all.
Come on, let me see it.
I mean, maybe I'm being overprotective of everything, you know, being her godfather. But I mean, this kind of stuff really turns my stomach. I mean, it's ridiculous.
What could possibly possess Warren Lockridge to give my daughter an assignment this sick?
So, how was Cruz?
He's on his way. I also called Karen and I told her I wasn't going to make it to the meeting if that's okay with you. I'd like to spend some time with Cruz and the kids before they go.
Well, see why not. Ted and Angela can handle everything.
Well, it's not like we're a team.
Well, in essence, you already are in charge, the two of you.
How long are the kids going to be in Gvadalahara?
I'm not sure. I know that Carmen wants to do some volunteer work there, but I don't know.
Maybe I'll talk to Cruz about it.
You still working on that project?
Hey, you got so many projects going, I don't keep track.
Well, I have a couple of companies doing reconstruction work or helping out with some down in the area where they had the explosions in Gvadalahare, mainly in an advisory capacity. Most of the people doing any work there are local, but we do need an ambassador, maybe, to go down there and make sure the money and the aid that goes down there is used properly.
How you doing? Sorry I kept everybody waiting. Hi, sweetie. How are you, darling? You having a good day? Hi, Sammy. Hi, sweetie. Hi, you too. Hi, Chipper. Hey, how you doing? Good. Hey, buddy, what's this? What do you got there? We're talking about Los Angeles, Mr. C?
No. Actually, we're talking about Gvadalahare.
Don't you have a meeting you're supposed to go to?
Well, Cruz, you know how catastrophic those explosions were, don't you? Well, I talked to some of the business people who are sending aid down there, and they all feel we should have a liaison to make sure that everything is being done properly and the food gets to the people who need it the most.
That sounds like an important job.
Except I can't find anybody to fill the bill yet.
Could have sworn you had a meeting any minute, right?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah.
Ted, Katrina, shall we go? Hey, sweethearts. Don't miss your old grandpa, okay? I love you. I love you.
I'll miss you too.
I love you, honey. Bye-bye, Pumpkin.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye, Daddy.
Me and Rink, will I be a daddy when we get back?
Will you be a daddy? No, I'm still going to be the daddy when you get back. But maybe soon thereafter you'll become a daddy. We'll work on that.
He's incorrigible.
Your father? In what sense?
In every single sense. I'll give you one guess as to who his prime candidate for ambassador to Gvadalahare is.
Good afternoon, Ted.
Hi.
I'm surprised I haven't heard from you since the other night. Didn't you enjoy our conversation?
No. I'd rather not talk about it right now, if that's okay with you.
Thanks. So, is Katrina still away?
No, as a matter of fact, she and my dad should be by here any second now. So if you could please.
Ooh, I love it when you beg, Ted.
Well, Katrina, I'm glad you had such a good time, but I gotta tell you, we all miss you.
Thanks.
Cece.
Hello, Angela.
Katrina, don't you look lovely?
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Well, Ted certainly missed you while you were away. In fact, we were on the phone just the other night into a heavy discussion about the LA project when he mentioned just how much he was missing you.
What do you say we get into that meeting, huh?
About that time.
I hope I don't have to spend too many more nights in Los Angeles. I hate being without you.
Well, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. We're going to have a meeting here, though, aren't we?
That's what we're here for, isn't it?
Let's do it.
Mason will not be at the meeting. He's with Julie on the yacht. And Kelly's passed on this meeting today also.
Ken was just telling me about the incredible progress that's being made on the development of Los Angeles.
Yes, we've just completed the first community center. And I have to tell you that the kids were, well, they were thrilled.
Sorry I'm late. Ken, as you were saying?
Yeah, most of the businesses in the neighborhood want to try to donate.
Gina, you got the toxin reports?
Right here.
Thank you.
It appears those two are finally going to pay for killing their father.
Oh, by the way, thank you for trying and convicting me in your newspaper. I think you owe me an apology.
We were simply following the story, Gina.
If anybody's been run over the coals in the press, it's Angela, Gina.
Oh, give me a break. She owns one newspaper and she's sleeping with the editor of another one.
The editor happens to be the one who condemned her for trying to get some progress done in the city.
What are you talking about?
Apparently, Warren is opposed to my tearing down that old slaughterhouse.
Well, he should be.
Whose side are you on?
Well, apparently Warren's. That old slaughterhouse is a landmark, and nobody should be allowed to destroy it.
You know, I knew he was going to pull something like this. I could see it coming.
What do you pull something? Why are you upset about it? He didn't even ask me to work on the Gvadalahare project.
He's laying the groundwork. You know my father. He doesn't know the meaning of casual conversation. Every word has a motive behind it. You know that.
Sounds pretty sinister. The project also sounds pretty worthwhile.
That's why this is sinister. He knows it's the kind of thing that you would love to sink your teeth into. Think about this. Chip and Adriana are already in Gvadalahare. Oh, he thinks he's got this whole thing figured out. I know him.
Well, he's got another thing coming then, because Gvadalahare is about the last thing on my mind.
What? Rafe? Or Reese and Jody?
No. You know, that, I guess, but I'm sure they'll work things out.
Well, what is it?
Yeah, what is it? Boy, that's the question. One thing is that I'm extremely hungry.
Oh, okay. Well, I can fix that. I'll go get you something to eat.
Thank you.
It's okay. Stay here.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Frank, I can't believe my little girl wrote this.
Pretty heavy, huh?
It's brilliant. But I mean, this kind of journalism for somebody that age. I mean, come on, man.
Dad, there you are.
Hey.
Called the station. They said you were homesick.
No, sweetie, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm glad you're here. It gives me a chance to congratulate you on your first article being published in Santa Barbara.
Oh, you read it?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's so well written, it practically broke my heart. I mean, I don't know how you managed to get inside the head of this poor little girl, but I certainly felt her pain. Does this, R.A. live here in Santa Barbara?
I can't really say anything about her, Dad.
Oh, right. The privacy thing, I understand.
But I'm glad you liked the article.
Yeah, but as well written as it is, I'm still a little ticked at Warren Lockridge.
Why?
Because he's got you out there digging into stuff that someone your age shouldn't be digging into. I mean, I would think that he would have you reporting on things that were more positive and uplifting, not about what some poor little girl had to go through.
Why on earth would you be in favor of saving an old slaughterhouse?
It Happens to be the only building that we have in Santa Barbara designed by D.A. Aubrey. It's the finest representation of its period in the entire state as far as I'm concerned.
I thought the purpose of this meeting was to discuss the Los Angeles project.
Look, Ken, we're talking about our city now. This is an important issue.
You know, we could go to court and get landmark status declared.
We? Well, who's this we, Garvey? You talking about you and your buddy Warren Lockridge?
No, I'm sure the Santa Barbara Historical Society will file those charges.
You know, I can't believe you're actually thinking about filing a suit in order to stop progress on something that's going to help the entire city.
They're very good at this, aren't they? They've been having a lot of practice.
Why is it that you are the only one that gets to determine what progress is?
Sorry, I agree with Ted.
What else is new? You always agree with Ted.
I don't want to argue with you, Cece, but when I was studying architecture of Santa Barbara, this building was on the top of the list.
I'm not tearing it down to put up another factory. I want to put in a park.
Look, trees and a baseball diamond will do this city a lot more good than a stack of old bricks.
Hmm? What about that little stretch of land you have up on its estate in Anacapa?
You got any idea how much that property is worth?
Oh, so this is all about money.
Oh, can we stop talking about this? Let's discuss Gina Jeans.
Gina what?
Gina Jeans. Great name, isn't it?
What are you talking about, Gina?
Well, my daughter and I are going to start manufacturing designer jeans.
The topic of this meeting is the L.A. project.
Well, then why are we sitting around discussing whether we should tear down a slaughterhouse or not? Besides, this is very relevant to the L.A. project. What I was thinking was we could organize a Gina Jeans giveaway. It would be great publicity.
What we're trying to do in Los Angeles isn't about publicity. It's about helping people who have been force-fed messages like, if you don't have the right kind of designer jeans or designer shoes, then your life isn't worth much. What they really need is some food and a decent place to sleep.
I think Ken is right, Gina. It's a lousy idea. The only thing we should underwrite is food, sensible clothing, and rebuilding. And Ken, since you're so passionate about the idea, maybe you're ready to be the first one to kick in money today.
Ken, I'd like you to know, has given more of his time to the L.A. project than anyone in this room.
I still think there's a place for designer jeans named
Gina, would you
Gina
please shut up
Jeans.
about Gina Jeans?
Oh, just wait, Cece. You're going to be begging me to invest.
You're not going to eat the sandwich that I prepared just for you?
Well...
You want to talk to me?
Come here.
What's going on with you?
I have a bad feeling. I think I'm trying to realize something I don't want to know. I'm trying to stop it from coming, but there's an image. It's forming in my mind.
What image?
It's this little girl with tears in her eyes that won't fall down her cheeks. What do you know about survivors of child abuse?
Survivors of child abuse?
Yeah.
I gotta look at you here. Specifically, what kind of child abuse are you talking about here?
Specifically, sexual abuse.
Well, I've read a lot about it, actually, over the last few years.
Yeah, you can't pick up a newspaper these days without reading something about it.
Yeah?
So what do we know? That people who go through it tend to practice some form of denial afterwards and are usually stuck with a sense of worthlessness.
Mm-hmm. And particularly with incest survivors, they have a huge need for approval that they can never fulfill unless they get some kind of help.
Which is why a lot of them end up becoming workaholics to sort of cover that need.
Right, to fill a void. Which makes sense. How do you ever get perspective on something like that? I have such respect for the people that have come forward. You realize what kind of courage these people have? So many famous and successful people have been victims of some kind of sexual child abuse.
A lot of successful people have practiced it, too. People in positions of prominence, people you would think they would have earned the trust of the community or their family.
That's true. Are you speaking about somebody specific?
I'm afraid I might be. This person, we could speculate that this person might, given that they have not dealt with it, might be trying to pretend it never happened to them, might be trying to pretend it happened to someone else, or even that it happened to their doll.
Well, that makes sense. I would think a child would try to repress something like that. I've read cases of people that don't remember until they're in their 30s and 40s when they feel they're in a safe environment to re-experience it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we talking about this? What's going on?
Well, I know someone. Interestingly enough, I sent this girl the doll.
Yeah?
It was a little, it was a Raggedy Ann, but the girl has dark hair, so my mother sewed on black yarn onto the doll, and we sent it off across the country to her.
Who?
Oh, Kelly, it was B Jay. It was B Jay Walker.
Why don't you let me talk to B Jay about this, huh?
Well, Frank, I am her father. I think I should be...
No, I know. It's just that I don't think you're very objective when it comes to Warren Lockridge.
You're probably right. You know, I would be a lot happier if she wasn't working for Lockridge. You might have a point here. Honey, you listen to your Uncle Frank, okay?
It's not my uncle.
Now, B Jay, I'm not going to pretend that I don't know what's going on in this article. But I think you and I should discuss it.
No.
Now, people on the outside could not and would not understand what you and I have had. Now, I know somewhere in your heart that you do understand.
Well, you're wrong.
No, I'm not. You see, what's here, I know, is what went down between us. Okay? And you have R.A. here, the character, see it as ugly and disgusting. I mean, I thought it was beautiful and right.
It was wrong. It was always wrong. It was wrong when I was 10, wrong when I was 12, wrong when I was 14.
Okay. But remember that you also wanted it. We both wanted it bad. Now, please, never forget that, because if you did not want it, it would never have happened. Now, the only reason we keep it a secret, it's not because it's wrong. We keep it as a secret because no one would understand. Now, I don't know who got into you and changed your feelings about me, but I suspect it's Warren Lockridge. Now, I know, I promised you yesterday that you and I would have the kind of relationship you wanted on your own terms, so I have enough love for you, okay, that I can do that. But you know something? Your dad, I mean, he's really right. You shouldn't write about this kind of stuff. I mean, you should write about happy stuff. I mean, the good times that you and I have had together.
It's what that article was about, Frank. You having a good time.
B Jay, I love you. I have always loved you.
I'm gonna be late for a massage appointment, okay?
Okay.
I'll see you later tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
What?
You live with a man who hands out towels in a health club.
Cece, he is a personal trainer. He was very successful in business, and I don't believe that I'm defending him to you.
I'm sorry. It's very difficult for me to put you in that picture.
Don't try to put me in any picture. I have my own life.
I know. Made that very clear.
Ah.
And you've made some very impressive decisions.
Oh.
So why don't we have a drink so we can sit down and discuss this?
Discuss what?
The future.
Are you going to try to bribe me like you did the other night with the jewelry? No, no.
Whoa. I wasn't bribing you, and I've already apologized for that. I just want to ask you something that I can't ask you here because I'm not comfortable asking you here. You wouldn't be afraid of having a little drink with me, would you?
One drink. And wipe that satisfied smile off your face.
I gotta go.
All right, just give me a minute and I'll take you. We can go out for
No,
early.
I have to go get something. I'll meet you later.
Well, if you just wait for a second, I can go with you.
No, I don't want you to go with me. I'm picking up something that's supposed to be a surprise for you. I'll see you at home.
Okay, all right. If that's what you want.
That's what I want. Bye, Angela.
Bye, Katrina. Such a sweet, innocent girl.
Yeah, looks like we're finished here.
Not really.
Angela, look. I know that you're upset about B Jay and Warren, but...
But what, Ted? Weren't you as excited about our conversation last night as I was?
Well, I was excited. Not to mention the evening that we spent at the hotel. I mean, that was probably the most exciting few hours of my entire existence, but it's not going anywhere, you see. It's, all right, I know that you're doing this with me because you're upset with Warren, all right? I've had enough.
Really? Because there's so much more.
I'm serious, okay? Really, I really mean...
You're right. We really have to stop.
Well, I gotta tell you, I really love having Mason and Julia and Samantha living in the house. It should work out very well.
Good, I'm glad. I'm glad they're there. I hope you'll all be very happy. Now, do you want to ask the question that you brought me here to ask? You've been just talking small talk since we got here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to get into an argument.
Well, no, don't then.
You know how much I care about you, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Then you know why I have to ask that, if you really know Ken. I mean, you told me he was a successful businessman, right?
Yes, that's right.
Then why is he doing massages now?
Oh, Cece. All right. He was in medical school. He was going to be an orthopedic surgeon. Then he opened a whole chain of fitness complexes, and he was tremendously successful.
Yes, and?
Then his partner stole all the money, took off, left Ken holding the bag. So he hit rock bottom, and now he's trying to regroup, and I am supporting him in any way I can.
Include financial support?
Absolutely no. I never offered him anything, and if I did, I know he wouldn't take it, but he's also very supportive of me. So now you understand that the man I'm in love with, I know pretty well.
In love with him?
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry if you were hurt the other evening, I really am. But it was inappropriate of you to come over there with that jewelry and try to bribe me, you know that.
Let's get one thing straight now. The only thing that's important to me is your happiness. If Ken makes you happy, so be it.
I hope you mean that.
I do.
Good. Then I've answered your question.
You have to rush off.
Yes, I have to go because I want to be home before he gets there. Thanks for the drink, okay?
Anytime. Have the phone, please. Jensen, CC Capwell. I want you to do a security check for me, please. A very thorough security check. Ken Mathis.
B Jay, sweetie, I've been thinking it over and
she had to go to the newspaper office for something. You know, she's beginning to be exactly like her mother. She's becoming a real workaholic.
Yeah, she's probably writing another installment on the child abuse story. I'd love to pound some sense into Warren Lockridge for giving her an assignment in the first place.
Yeah, me too. I mean, she's just much too young for this kind of thing.
Oh, Frank, I mean, that's all you read anymore. You go to the supermarket, it's all over the tabloids. You watch the TV, it's every sleazy talk show. I'll tell you something. Any man that would do that to a defenseless child should be shot.
Excuse me, is BJ Walker around?
No, I'm sorry, but she'll be back soon. She has deadlines.
Would it be all right if I waited?
Of course, Inspector Castillo.
I'm sorry, have we met?
No. But I recognize your picture from the newspaper.
Oh.
BJ's desk is right over there.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I feel so guilty. I must be the bad one. Be so trusted and loved by my whole family.
Kelly. Hi. Is Ted here yet?
No, not yet. Did you get it?
Yep. Ooh. Are you sure it's not too strange for me to do this?
Oh, I told you before, I don't think it's strange. I think it's great that you're doing this.
Well, I hope Ted thinks so.
Oh. Oh. I see the way that he looks at you. He's going to be thrilled.
I hope you're right.
Ooh, I guess we're going to find out.
There you are. I'm looking all over Tarnation for you. Did you run your secret errand?
Yep.
Okay, good. You had a surprise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would you like me to leave?
No, you stay.
What are you telling secrets about?
Well, I got you something. I don't want you to think that, well, it doesn't mean necessarily that...
Why don't you just give it to him?
You're right.
Give it to him. Here.
This is for me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You like it? Oh, how could he not like it?
I like it. Yeah, I love it.
Look inside.
Is that our initials? Mm-hmm. And the date?
It was, I was at Bath in England, and I saw it in this store at the Roman Baths. I went back like 3 times, and then I just had to get it for you.
So it's wonderful. It's gorgeous. I'm not exactly sure what it means, but...
Oh, it means whatever you want it to.
I guess it could mean that you're engaged.
Kelly!
Well, it could. I mean, why does the guy always have to be the one to give the girl the ring?
I think it's a perfect engagement ring.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do, absolutely. And I accept.
Cece?
You looking for me?
Do you always have to come up and startle me like that?
What do you want me to do? Have trumpets herald my arrival?
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Here.
Your resignation, I hope.
You wish. Actually, it's a letter from Lionel.
Why is Lionel writing me a letter?
He wanted to explain to you the reasons he would like to adopt Channing.
I suppose you've read it?
Yes, I have.
And what do you think, pray tell?
Well, I think that Lionel's a very considerate, loving, compassionate man. And I wasn't counting on us being a family, but the idea becomes more and more attractive to me every day.
I can imagine.
Aren't you even going to read it?
When I'm alone.
Oh, I know you. You'll probably hire an attorney and start a custody battle.
Maybe not.
What's going on?
You really serious about starting this, new company?
Gina Jeans? Dead serious. Why, you want to invest?
No. I want to give somebody a job.
Who?
Think you can swear to keep this between the two of us? Hmm?
You know you can trust me.
Yes, I know you better. But if you can do that and keep your mouth shut, I just might be persuaded to, sign the custody agreement.
You'd sign the agreement if I give someone a job?
I said I might. But only if the job takes them out of town for an extended period of time.
Wait a minute. I get it. I think I know who you're talking about. Ken Mathis, Sophia's new boy toy. You want him out of the picture, don't you?
We got a deal?
You still love Sophia, don't you?
We got a deal, Gina?
Deal.
I'll tell you what, Frank, I gotta get out of here for a little while. Why don't I pick us up something to eat and I'll bring it back, huh?
Hey, that'd be cool. Hey, for whatever it's worth, I mean, I know Jody will call. I know she will.
Thanks, man.
I love you. I can't lose you. What we had was special. So special. We'll get it back. I know we will. I promise you. Real soon.
He came to the house again today. I tried to hide, but he found me. And he did it again. I wanted him to stop, but he kept saying to stay very still and quiet. Because my parents might hear.